Well, it's hard to believe, but we've come down to the end of chapter 13 on the metric system. So let's do a quick review of all the things that we've learned. You might want to get a little index card or a small piece of paper and copy down some of these conversions so that you can remember them and study them for the test. In the metric system, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different units that we use to measure distance. The basic unit of measurement is the meter. All of the other measurements for distance are compared to the meter. For example, the centimeter. Cent means 100. So there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. We have the millimeter. Milli means 1,000. That means there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. We have the kilometer. Kilo means 1,000. There are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. You also might want to remember that there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. That's another helpful conversion. So if you need to, you can pause the video right here and copy down those conversions and study them. They're not hard. You just have to memorize them. When we measure mass, we use the gram and the kilogram. And the basic thing you have to remember about the gram and the kilogram is that there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. If you want to know how much 1 gram is, pick up a paper clip or a little bean, a dry bean that you might have in your mom's cupboard. Those are about 1 gram. And it takes 1,000 of those to equal 1 kilogram. If we want to measure liquid, we use the liter. The liter is abbreviated with a capital L. I believe it's the only metric measurement that has a capital letter. All the others are lowercase. And then the milliliter would be small m, capital L for milliliter. And there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Again, you might want to copy down these conversions. Pause the video if you need to make your little chart. So let's practice. If you wanted to measure the distance to the store, would that be 3 kilometers or 3 meters? Well, unless you live right next door to a store, 3 kilometers would be your best choice for that one. How about the length of a notebook? Would that be 30 centimeters or 30 millimeters? If you have your ruler handy, you'll remember that our rulers were, 30.5 centimeters long. And that's about the size of a notebook, isn't it? So 30 centimeters is the best choice for the length of a notebook. A 30 millimeter notebook would be a very tiny notebook indeed. All right, we want to measure mass now. A block of cheese. Would that be 1 gram or 1 kilogram? Remember what I told you about a gram? If you're trying to imagine how much mass a gram has, think about a paper clip. Is a block of cheese going to be the same as 1 paper clip or 1,000 paper clips? I think 1 kilogram or 1,000 grams would be the best measurement for a block of cheese. How about a water bottle? Some of you have water bottles in the classroom. Would it be 1 liter or 1 milliliter? What do you think? Here's a clue. Sometimes your mom might buy 2-liter bottles of pop. Well, 1 liter would be half of that bottle, and 1 milliliter would be just a few drops. So a water bottle would be 1 liter. I'll just give you another little clue. when you are measuring medicine in the metric system, you measure it in milliliters. And if you have to take liquid medicine, the little cup that comes with it is measured in milliliters. So check that out. How about water in a bathtub? 150 milliliters. That sounds like a lot because the number 150 is a lot, but remember, milliliters are very small. Or 150 liters. What do you think? I say 150 liters. 150 milliliters would barely get your big toe wet. 3 cherries. Would that be 9 kilograms or 9 grams? Think about it. What's your best answer? If you said 9 grams, you were right. Now let's do some conversions. 200 centimeters is how many meters? Do you have your little paper there that you wrote down the conversions at the beginning of this video? You remember that there are 100 centimeters in every meter, so 200 centimeters would be the same as 2 meters. 36 kilometers. And we're changing that to meters. Remember, in 1 meter, in 1 kilometer, there are 1,000 meters. So 36 kilometers would be 36,000 meters. We have to multiply by 1,000. We have 1,000 milliliters. That's the same as 1 liter. How about grams to kilograms? Remember, there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So 8,000 grams, divide by 1,000, and you get 8 kilograms. 7 meters is equal to how many millimeters? Well, remember, there are 1,000 millimeters in every meter. We have 7 meters, so we multiply 7 times 1,000, and we get 7,000 millimeters for our answer. Now we're changing grams to kilograms. Let's see, we have 1,000 grams in every kilogram, and we have 6 kilograms. That means we've got to multiply by 1,000. So 6 times 1,000 is 6,000. There are 6,000 grams in 6 kilograms. Let's do some more comparisons. 8 meters, 6,000 millimeters. Well, remember, there are 1,000 millimeters in every meter. So if we divide 6,000 by 1,000, we get 6. And 8 meters is greater than 6 meters or 6,000 millimeters. Let's compare 60 grams to 6 kilograms. Remember, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So if we multiply the 6 kilograms by 1,000, that's 6,000 grams. And 60 grams is much, much less than 6,000 grams. 2,000 grams and 2 kilograms. Again, remember, there are 1,000 grams for every kilogram. So we multiply the 2 kilograms times 1,000, and we get 2,000 grams. And 2,000 grams is equal to 2 kilograms or 2,000 grams. Now we have 1 kilometer and 100 meters. What's the conversion between meters and kilometers? Remember, there are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. So 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters. Comparing that to 100 meters, 1 kilometer is greater than 100 meters. centimeters to meters. Remember, we talked about that. There are 100 centimeters for every meter. So if we take the 9 meters and we multiply by 100, 9 times 100 is 900. So 600 centimeters is less than 900 centimeters, or 9 meters. 1,500 grams, compare that to 1 kilogram. Remember, there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, so we're comparing 1,500 grams to 1,000 grams, and we find that 1,500 grams is greater than 1,000 grams, or 1 kilogram. All right, liters to milliliters. Let's try this one. Remember, 1,000 milliliters to 1 liter. So if we multiply 25 times 1,000, that's 25,000 millimeters compared to 2,500 milliliters. So 25 liters is much, much greater than 2,500 milliliters. Again, the comparison is 1,000 milliliters to 1 liter. So 3 liters is the same as 3,000 milliliters. 3,000 milliliters is less than 5,000 milliliters. So 3 liters is less than 5,000 milliliters. And here we have miles to kilometers. And remember, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 6 kilometers multiplied by 1,000 is 6,000 meters. 3,000 meters is less than 6,000 meters, or 6 kilometers. And let's talk about temperature. Remember, the unit of temperature in the metric system is degrees Celsius, which is the right-hand side of your thermometer. 32 degrees Celsius. Can you find it on your thermometer? How about minus 13 degrees Celsius? Remember, when we have negative temperatures, we start at the 0 and we count down from the 0. So negative 13 degrees Celsius, we would go from the 0 down to the negative 10, and then 3 more marks below that would be minus 13 degrees Celsius. 8 degrees Celsius, again, remember we start at the 0 and we're going to move up. It's not quite 10. It'd be 2 marks below that, so 8 degrees Celsius. 25, again, start at the 0, it's positive, so we go up 10, 20, and halfway between the 20 and 30, there's a longer mark. That would put us at 25 degrees Celsius. And negative 5, again, start at the 0, but since it's negative, we're going to count down, and the first long line below the 0 would be negative 5 degrees Celsius. All right, here's some really important numbers for you to remember, and you might want to add these to your little chart that you started at the beginning of this video. Let's start with that bottom one. The normal human body temperature in degrees Celsius is, do you remember that? 37 degrees Celsius, that's right. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, and water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So those are fairly simple numbers to remember, but you need to know them. Joel's Labrador Retriever has a mass of 30 kilograms. Joel's friend has a beagle with a mass of 10 kilograms. How many grams more is the mass of Joel's dog? Well, we're comparing two things, and when we compare, we always subtract. So 30 minus 10 is equal to 20. So the mass of Joel's dog is Oh, they tricked us, didn't they? Look at that. 20,000 grams more. Because they gave us the weight of the dogs in kilograms, and they wanted us to tell the answer in grams. So that's why labels are important. And some of you have forgotten to put labels. So let's look at that. We did the subtraction correctly. 30 kilograms minus 10 kilograms is 20 kilograms. But 20 kilograms is the same as 20,000 grams because there are 1,000 grams in each kilogram. So we have to say 20 times 1,000. Okay, so the mass of Joel's dog is 20,000 grams more. See, even I got tricked by that because I didn't read the question correctly. So make sure you're reading the question correctly because that could cost you points on the test. Let's try another one. Sadie has 4 pieces of ribbon. Each piece is 500 centimeters long. How many meters of ribbon does Sadie have altogether? Oh, and they did. They tried to trick us again because they gave us the length of Sadie's ribbons in centimeters, and they want to know how many meters she has. So think about the problem. She has 4 pieces of ribbon. Every piece is 500 centimeters long. So we're going to say 500 times 4. We can do that in our head because it's a multiple of 100. So we just need to think 5 times 4, you should know that, is 20. NX the zeros, and we get 2 more zeros on the end, so that would be 2,000 centimeters. How many meters would that be? Well, there are 100 centimeters in a meter, so we have to say 2,000 divided by 100, and we find that Sadie has 20 meters of ribbon. Okay? So you have a work page that you need to complete for today, and you'll have a test tomorrow. Give me a call if you're stuck. Please, please spend some time remembering and practicing those conversions that you wrote down today. And I hope that you have a great day.